Welcome back to Persona 5 Strikers. Last time we finished up the Okinawa jail, found out some shocking truths, Ryuji said a shocking word, and we got these Jesus. When we go to the next city, we are going to be held hostage by plot for a very long time. And because of that, you might want to use the shop and buy some things now. Let's do this.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, Morgana saying, are you sure we're okay to take off? He kinda means it.
Alright, let's go.
And so, on to the land of too much water.
Hello, Commissioner. I've just boarded the ferry back to the mainland. I'll lose signal soon, so this will have to be brief.
Well done. I've read reports from the local precinct. So there's now a body in play, is there? And what of the research facility?
While there, I found a list of individuals who are believed to be victims of changes of heart.
And why is that? Explain.
Of course, not only was the document tampering vice minister on there, but both of the Sapporo Central Councilmen, too.
So their hearts were changed by Mediz.
Most likely. At the very least, Mediz is benefiting from whoever has the power to change hearts. If we keep digging into the people from the list and their connections to Mediz, the mystery ought to solve itself. I'll bring everything I have to HQ once I'm ashore. I also plan to send it all to the local precinct back on the island.
Well done, Hasegawa. You've brought us that much closer to solving this case.
Thank you, Commissioner. It sure is a good thing we didn't bust the Phantom Thieves. Thanks to their help, we might actually be able to blow this case wide open.
You seem pleased.
Oh, well, it's just that...
Leave it. From now on, be ready for things to swing into high gear at a moment's notice.
Kaburagi is right, but yeah, at this point Zen is just like, yeah, it's not like I've gotten attached to the Phantom Thieves or anything.
And keep your eyes open. At this point, there's no telling between friend and foe.
I understand. I'll report when I've arrived.
What did you mean by that? Well, we'll see.
I wonder how Zenkichi's investigation is going. He did say he'd contact us once he figured something out, but it's never easy to wait. All we can do right now is put our faith in him. He's the only one who can get the job done.
Guess we ended up relying on him a lot, huh?
All of us wish to uncover the truth behind this case. In this, our goals are aligned.
That's right. And as long as we stay on the lookout for jails, we'll be doing our part. That said, we'll arrive in Fukuoka pretty soon. Sophia, do you sense anything?
Nothing unusual detected. Not even what I felt in Okinawa. So Fukuoka doesn't have a jail then?
I have a slight wonder whether or not there was going to be a jail here at one point, but it got cut for time. Honestly, for pacing reasons, it makes sense for there not to be one.
Strange. Hakata is quite populated, so I figured we would find at least one.
Yeah, if only we could fast travel in reality. That'd speed up our search.
Less jails means less trouble, though.
Less jails, less problems.
Good point. Maybe we should just check Fukuoka off and move on. Ow.
Oh, what's wrong, Makoto?
Oh, it's nothing. Just my lower back aching a little from the drive.
Attention! We have an emergency! Get this woman to sickbay! ASAP!
Mako-chan, you're not hurt, are you? Is it because we made you do all the driving?
Well, I was aiming for a straight shot to Kyushu, but I never planned on this.
Warning. Driving without a license is unlawful.
Daring suggestions aside, would anyone mind if I took a little break?
I think we need more than just a break. We need rest. It's important to let yourself fully recover.
Precisely. Straining yourself will only lead to injury. Let us stay in Fukuoka for the night.
Then it's decided. I'll pull off the highway.
Fukuoka at last! Ready to make some nostalgia happen?
I like that even though we're not in this area for very long, they still made a unique environment for it.
Nostalgia? But this is our first time here.
So this is Hakata Station, the gateway to Fukuoka.
Huh. So, like, If we're in Fukuoka, and this is the main station, shouldn't they call it Fukuoka Station?
Trivia. Interestingly enough, there is a Fukuoka station located in Toyama Prefecture to the north.
Really? All the way up there? Then does that mean there's a Toyama station here in Fukuoka?
I love this because this does feel like the kind of discussion that friends would just have casually hanging out.
I don't think they'd switch things up on purpose. Anyway, I understand this place is Fukuoka's central activity hub. That would be wise. We should find a place to stay so Mako-chan can recover.
For once, food is not the most important thing.
Sorry. Thanks for understanding, though.
Makoto needs to rest and get from tired back into great condition. But maybe first she should drink, I was about to say she should drink Edogawa's medicine, but her courage is probably already max, so she doesn't need it.
I'm so sorry. Where are you, sis?
Don't sweat it. First we grub down, then we hit the hay. You'll be good in no time.
There you have it. Sophia, you know the drill.
Based on data from previous drills, I found us an appropriate hotel in addition to a restaurant nearby.
Wow, Sophia, you worked fast. Okay, everyone, it's time for some R&R.
I wonder what kind of hotels these people could afford on their budget. Though I guess, given the amount of money we'll be getting from Shadows, we might be able to stay in some pretty good places. Hey, just barely pushed over.
Oh man! How have I been alive this long without Hakata Tonkotsu?
Max Middleman just has to get all of the mid-eating lines, doesn't he?
I'm awed by the soup's creamy golden hue, specked with dots of green onion and dashes of red ginger. These three colors combine to form an exquisite harmony in my bowl. I dare not take another sip, lest this masterpiece be ruined.
I sometimes get this feeling when eating food at fancy restaurants.
Your, masterpiece is gonna get cold.
Oh, I gotta say, these food stalls have their charm. Even I feel right at home here. Hey, let me have a little taste.
So, if you say this, something interesting happens.
Could you, blow on it? The feline tongue is sensitive.
Now, this might be a reference to the whole, cat's tongue, that kind of thing that I talked about back in the Akane video, but...
So you finally admit you're a cat. Over ramen?
this line. I mean, technically he already did at the end of Royal.
Here, Makoto, have some of my chashu pork. They say it'll boost your energy.
Ooh, take mine too.
I don't know which of these is better, but red ginger sounds cool.
Thanks. You guys are the best.
How's your lower back doing, Mako-chan?
Better after a nice hot bath. That always seems to do the trick.
Yeah, there was a time when I had some back problems, and oftentimes having a shower would kind of be a temporary relief.
That being said, I probably shouldn't be on the road tomorrow, if only to avoid causing an accident.
Yeah, if only to avoid causing an accident, because, causing an accident, it's just, no real big deal.
Alright, then we'll take the day off. Guess we should hit up Gramps and let him know we're staying another night.
Then let's find Makoto a massage place for tomorrow. I say the girl deserves it.
I think we all deserve a massage at this point.
Got it. I'll locate the best venue there is.
Yeah, I gotta say though, it is kind of rough having only one driver. We gotta get our licenses soon.
And then better yet, we could get bike licenses, and then we'd be able to do follow-up attacks in battle with them.
I believe Haru has one already.
That is true. Though I am pretty lacking in experience. But don't you worry, Mako-chan. If for any reason you're not up to it, I'll take the wheel.
Well, as much as I appreciate that,
Makoto felt a sudden urge to recover quickly.
Is something wrong, Makoto? You don't look so well.
No, it's nothing.
Oh crap, we better dig in before the noodles get soggy. Oh, damn, I'm stuffed. Oh, now I can die happy.
I suppose I should also throw in the towel. Not a drop of soup remains.
I mean, we've handled the Big Bang Challenge, so this kind of fits.
I can't believe you guys got 7 noodle refills. You'd think this was a ramen buffet.
Well, I see you boys quite the meal.
Crusty Proprietor, that's a little bit of an insulting name tag.
I should mention, customers who order over 5 sets of noodles get a free souvenir bowl.
For real? Oh, thanks for the hookup, Pops.
Oh, this should serve as good decor. Surely it will brighten up our vehicle's interior.
Yeah, we've been collecting quite a good assortment of souvenirs. That one's impossible to miss, though.
Zenkichi's on the line.
You know, I would love it if at this point, if Joker at this point had Zenkichi registered in his phone under the name, just Gramps.
Hey, where are you guys? Alright. Sounds like you're going at a decent pace then. Anyway, I'm calling to let you know I think I found our guy.
Guy, huh? Well, we kind of knew it was a guy. Also, actually, I probably should have selected the ramen shop then. If you select the ramen shop option, he actually manages to deduce that you are in Fukuoka.
I'll give you more details in person. Saves us time and energy. Sorry it's so sudden, but how soon do you think you can be at Kyoto? Nijima's down for the count, huh? Damn. Of all the rotten luck. Then what about a bullet train? Or, wait, can't you ask Okumura? Doesn't she have a license? All she'd have to do is take the Sanyodo from Fukuoka to Kyoto. Not a tough drive by any means. I hate to lay the pressure on, but we don't have much time. A lot rides on this.
Seems pretty urgent.
Wait, so he knows who the mastermind is?
Finally, we get to bust this effing punk.
Then let's leave tomorrow morning. Being tired is no excuse to delay our mission.
As true as that is, be careful not to hurt yourself, Makoto.
Hell yeah!
Guess we did stay a night in a hotel. We'll never find out what hotel that was, though.
Hey, how far's Kyoto from here?
Roughly 8 hours by highway.
So, according to things that people have found out online, from Fukuoka to Kyoto is about 640 kilometers or 400 miles. So 8 hours is a pretty good estimate.
And we'll most likely make it by sundown. Bathroom breaks done, seats comfy, snacks ready for consumption.
Are you okay to drive, Mako-chan?
Honestly, I'm not at 100%, but I don't want to let you guys down.
I see. Then I'll drive. Mako-chan, I'm taking over. Huh?
You know, Haru, you don't have to force yourself.
Makoto is looking paler than ever now.
At the risk of interrupting the mood here, you can see that ramen bowl from the back. But now, amazingness.
You don't gotta be nervous. Just take it nice and slow.
Haru?
I think I'll be just fine. In fact, I have a special technique that'll make your head spin.
Is she okay? I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
We're in your hands!
So I've never really told you guys this, but the moment Haru's hands touch the wheel,
Get ready to shift into overdrive.
They're not here yet, huh? Guess I'm a little early. Well, maybe I'll just keep working on the... What the hell? Whoa, speak of the devil. Well, you guys got here quick.
I thought we were gonna die.
I think we already did. My soul's barely tethered to my body.
Gonna puke.
Okay.
My apologies, Haru, but I request you steer clear of the driver's seat from now on. I only have so many lives left.
Meowgon is unconscious. Wake him up.
Hey, Okumura, what happened?
I was just driving normally, I think.
So to put this in perspective, it says noon now. So compared to where we were this morning, that probably only took about 4 hours, which would mean, people have calculated this, that Haru had to have been driving at about 160 kilometers per hour or 100 miles per hour the entire way.
The room finally stopped spinning.
I can't believe it. We've actually found something worse than the Velvet Train.
You have a very, unique way of driving, Haru. Why, thank you, Mona-chan.
She really shouldn't take it as a compliment.
Regardless, I'm glad you guys made it here in one piece.
Yes, and their entire party has been inflicted with distress status, even though distress doesn't exist in Persona 5. That's the power of Haru.
By the way, what is this place? It seems unfit for a typical gathering of law enforcement.
You could call it my secret base, I guess. Basically, it's a place to hole up if shit ever goes south.
That would imply that said shit has indeed gone south.
A good friend of mine used to run it.
Why is it that, like, every, like, good cop in, like, a lot of media just happens to have some kind of, like, bar-running friend who's, like, an informant and is awesome? Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just a thing that happens.
But now, it's just an empty old bar, suitable for investigating far away from any prying eyes.
So this is like your hideout.
More like a safe room. No, a safe house.
Those newspapers, are they not from 2 years prior?
Those newspapers are irrelevant. We have other business to discuss here.
Let me guess, that's all related to your wife's terrible accident that wasn't intentional because it was an accident.
Then let's hear it, Zenkichi.
Alright, let me break it down for you bit by bit. I cross-referenced every name on the list we found in Okinawa, based on our assumption that the mastermind would stand to benefit from changing hearts en masse. This is who we ended up with.
Yeah, he sure looks like a schemy bastard.
Never seen him before, though.
Don't I know it? To think he'd turn up now of all times. No, not in particular.
5 Cyclops probably just appeared.
Anyway, the man's name is Jun Owada. At 69 years old, he's on his 10th term as a legislator.
Of course he would be 69 years old.
Not only that, but he worked his way up to chief cabinet secretary of the ruling party. In short, he's not someone to mess with.
And of course he's a politician.
They say he was a Masayoshi Shido supporter during the election last year.
And of course he was a Shido supporter, right, yeah, that's so many red flags right now.
Did you say Shido?
Unbelievable. I never thought I'd hear his name again.
Do you know him?
Damn brat! I'll sue!
You know how I told you a long time ago, Sophia, not to look up political discourse on social media? He's one of the big reasons why.
Yeah, one hell of an evil asshole.
Oh, I didn't know.
Sounds like you and Shido had quite the history. But we're not after him right now.
Because, yeah, he's rotting in jail at the moment.
That list contained a handful of Owada's political opponents. People he'd rather not have around. So it's clear he's behind all this. However, I highly doubt he's doing his own dirty work. He'd have a heck of a time getting his political opponents to friend him on Emma.
I'm just picturing certain IRL controversial politicians trying to get people to do that.
After checking his inner circle for sympathizers, I found out he's been meeting with a certain entrepreneur. Quite often, too.
Entrepreneur, huh? They wouldn't happen to build things in caves with boxes of scraps, would they? It's not you, I've gotta say it.
Are you trying to piss me off? Look, it's the CEO of Medice, Akira Konoe.
Isn't the CEO of Medice the guy we heard speak back in Sendai?
I came across communication records between him and the director at Okinawa, and it showed they kept in contact.
So yeah, it was pretty obvious this guy was going to be involved later, but I feel like Strikers is a good example of, like, sometimes, like, the plot going in obvious directions isn't always a bad thing. I think this is still handled very well.
Then the pieces all fit.
Yeah. Whenever Owada wants someone out of his way, he calls on Konoe to take action.
What we don't know is why would Konoe be helping a politician?
And the director at Okinawa was likely the one who arranged this. Now, it's too late to tell.
Hold on. if Konoe's the one changing hearts, does that make him a monarch too?
But he's the CEO of Medice. Wouldn't he get one of his subordinates to do the job for him?
I suppose it would be natural to assume that. But as you all know, in order to change someone's heart, you need to be their friend on Emma. Everyone Owada associates with is a big-time elite, and Konoe's the only one in their league.
Besides, he's the head of a huge company. If anything, I think he'd want to be a monarch as well. He wouldn't want to risk his heart getting changed by someone else either.
Another thing, the people on that list most likely had their hearts changed in Osaka.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Everyone on that list who went crazy had all traveled to Osaka at some point. That's also where Medice's main office is. Meaning there's a good chance we'll find a jail in Osaka, with Konoe as its monarch. Though, the only way we'll know for sure is if Sophia senses it.
I did sense a jail.
Huh?
Oh, right! We did pass through Osaka when I took a wrong turn.
I'd love to see somebody map out Haru's route.
Sophia, you should have spoken up!
I did speak up, but you guys were too busy to listen.
If it was when Haru was driving...
Then they were likely too busy screaming for our lives.
Well, that certainly makes things easier. So it's confirmed there's a jail in Osaka. Now we just need to determine whether Konoe's the monarch or not.
Wait, if you know that much already, why not cuff his ass right now?
Yeah.
Right. Now here's the issue. That list only spells out his motives and connections. It isn't solid proof that he's been changing hearts. We can't arrest him on speculation alone. The most we can do is conduct a search. And that's only with his consent. Hell, he could pack up and run if he wanted to. We don't have any legal authority over him. Another thing I noticed is how many high-ranking members of the force were on that list.
You think he's changed their hearts too? To get the police in his pocket?
Yeah. And from the look of it, not just the rank and file either.
So that's why you called us here. Because you don't know who the real enemies are.
And that's what Kaburagi probably meant. The question is, though, what if she's one of them?
The most I can do without being traced is some light investigation. And even then, that might be impossible. If it's the top brass we're dealing with, they might just leak the info and take action before I can lift a finger.
In other words, the police are not our allies.
What else is new?
Yeah, I probably would have said exactly that if I didn't remember that Ryuji already said this.
You do realize I'm also a man in uniform? Anyway, it's obvious that going about this the regular way is out of the question. What we need is something a bit more uncanny. Something only you guys are capable of.
And that's just the classic plot in Phantom Thief stories. Often they need to do things that the police aren't able to do. But if you choose this, you get a pretty funny response.
Come on, I can do that on my own. Wait, like hell I can. That's illegal. If our hunch is right, and he really is the monarch, we can grab a confession out of him.
That's right. We completely overlooked the fact that Konoe has a jail.
That is going to be both his major asset and his downfall.
But won't we need a keyword to gain access?
Precisely why I had you rush over here. I'll be meeting Konoe at Medice's corporate headquarters today.
Really? How'd you manage that?
By going about it like a cop. Told them we had intel about a possible security leak involving their software. We received information about a possible party attempting to hack Emma, so on and so forth.
Ooh, does somebody need a hacker?
Not even that. I only said it to score me an appointment. At the end of it, I'll suggest he add me on Emma so I can answer any further questions. And we'll have ourselves a keyword. In his mind, I'll be just another pawn for the taking, so I'm pretty sure he'll take the bait.
That's pretty smart, honestly, of Zenkichi.
The moment I get the keyword, if I get the keyword, I'll send it right over. That's what I've been meaning to tell you. Hope it was worth the drive.
Wait, if you're gonna hit up their office, that means you're going to Osaka, right? Let us come with.
The sooner we enter the jail, the sooner we can finish this operation.
Fair, but there's a chance I might not get the keyword. Tagging along for nothing would be a wasted effort. Besides, doesn't Nijima need a breather? In fact, you all look like you need one.
Again, we're all in distress status, so yes.
Can't really argue with that.
Bottom line is, if you guys go down, so does everything I've worked for.
Please don't tempt fate like that.
So I need you fighting at your best.
Got it. So our job's to wait until further contact.
What the hell? Now we gotta wait even more?
So you're okay with waiting when it means a beach party, but when it doesn't, you're not okay. Okay then.
Oh, you really want to complain? Right when I'm about to tell you the big surprise I have in store for you?
What big surprise?
This is the spot Gramps got us? Am I losing my mind?
No way! We really get to stay here?
It looks like it costs a fortune.
What was I saying earlier about the kinds of hotels we could afford?
This is one of Kyoto's fanciest hot spring hotels. A single night averages 40,000 yen per person.
40,000 yen?
Oh no, wait, I was more concerned about another thing she said in that sentence.
To be met with such extravagance after our harrowing journey, I am unsure how to process it.
He did say he could expense it, but is he sure about that?
I have to know. I don't want to tempt fate, but I have to know.
You said it! Time for a nice hot soak!
A nice, anime trope-free hot soak, hopefully.
We really owe Zenkichi a great big thank you.
Okay, guys. Let's get in there.
Right behind you!
Now, another thing about this place is, if you played Persona 3, this is implied to be the exact same hotel that you stay at for the Kyoto school trip.
Wow! It's just as gorgeous inside.
I admit though, this looks amazing. I really want to stay somewhere like here.
Dang. I don't want to end up breaking something.
Yeah, my guess is that paper fan that I'm looking at in the right-hand corner of this screen is probably worth a bajillion yen, and we'd have to pay for it if we smashed it. And Yusuke's dead.
First time I've seen Inari cry over something other than food.
What do you think, Mako-chan? Doesn't this seem like a great place to relax?
It sure does. I saw a pamphlet mentioning how the hot springs here have a variety of natural health benefits as well.
Yes, health benefits. Definitely health benefits. Totally not the opposite at all.
Then let's jump in already. Come on, come on!
I'd like to jump in this time. Hey, guide me through the water like you did in Okinawa. Why? Did I suggest something wrong?
There's a lot that's wrong. If you're gonna go at all, go with me.
Are we even allowed to have phones in the bath?
Yeah, you'd think that kind of thing would be banned.
There was, in fact, a sign that forbids bringing cell phones inside the bathing area.
Oh, okay, good to know.
No fair.
No adorable AIs in the hot spring.
But rules are rules. I guess I'll just wait here. There's always the bath in our room, Sophia. Once we're done, I'd be happy to take you in.
What is it with the girls sharing baths with people?
Hooray! I'd like that, Haru. Why don't you join them, Yogana? There's a shower for pets, too.
I'm not a pet!
And he's back to denial.
But I won't let that stop me.
Or not.
After we're done bathing, we can all enjoy some traditional Kyoto cuisine.
Ah yes, the traditional Kyoto diet of, hopefully not anime tropes.
According to the website, dinner is as follows. Crab, shabu-shabu, heirloom vegetables, and rice soup. A veritable feast.
First he cries, then he drools. You're a real leaky guy, Inari.
Huh, they're giving us the opportunity to save in the middle of this series of cutscenes. That doesn't imply anything at all. Enjoy Kyoto, but will we?
Hey there, sorry to bother you. I had an appointment with Mr. Konoe.
I do apologize, but Mr. Konoe is currently out on urgent business.
Urgent business?
Unfortunately, I don't have any more details. Please come back another day.
Excuse me, but I was specifically told I could meet him here at this time?
I'm sure, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but you'll have to come back again.
What's going on here?
Sounds like the same thing that went on in Okinawa.
You called, sir?
Ah, Commissioner, right on time. There's a favor I'd like to ask you.
And he is?
Why, this is Mr. Owada. I'm sure you've heard much about him.
he's in charge of most of your paychecks.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Owada.
Pleasure's all mine, Commissioner Kaburagi. I've heard much about you myself. He tells me you do a marvelous job. Now, I hear you're after the Phantom Thieves. Apparently, they're the culprits behind the change of heart epidemic we keep hearing so much about.
Well, actually, we just found evidence they're not.
We still lack concrete proof of that, actually.
Well, I'm sure you do. But my source just provided me some info that could turn this case on its head. Recently, these Phantom Thieves tried hacking one of the biggest virtual assistant programs this nation ever produced.
They tried hacking Emma?
That's the one. Now they're looking to steal people's information, and not for conventional reasons. First, they get all the dirt on you. Then they make you confess whatever they feel is convenient for them. That's what this epidemic is.
I suppose that is what it would look like to someone who doesn't know about all the supernatural stuff going on.
I'll have you know I take my position very seriously. The future of our great country is at stake, and I'll be damned if I let some two-bit terrorists run around thinking they're the ones in control. They must be arrested immediately, for my own peace of mind and that of the people.
Yeah, the fact that you put your own peace of mind first definitely sums up who you are.
Commissioner General, what is this really about?
Our legislators have decided that the Phantom Thieves can no longer run around unchecked. And we, as protectors of the law, simply wish to do what's right and assist them. There's also the matter of the next election, which I do hope to take part in. I'm sure you catch my drift.
You'd like some achievements under your belt.
That's being very blunt about it. But yes, as a matter of fact, I will.
Oh, you're reminding me of a certain police commissioner from Yakuza Like a Dragon.
So am I to understand you want the Phantom Thieves arrested and the epidemic ended without any proof?
You're also to understand that coming up with proof is part of your job.
So now they're going full Von Karma.
I've already discussed this with Mr. Konoe, the CEO of Medice. If anyone has the right to help us in this matter, it's him.
Like, what, the guy with no political or law enforcement experience at all? I mean, admittedly, they said that Emma was hacked, but I mean, still.
You may not like to hear this, but it's too soon. What we call a change of heart epidemic, the public calls justice. They believe the Phantom Thieves are exposing society's evils.
Yeah, unlike back in the original Persona 5, there's no weird metaverse shenanigans going on to manipulate the public's perception.
Suddenly apprehending them would only cause backlash. We should at least investigate whether they are really blackmailing and...
They'll be charged with murder. A body was found in Okinawa, at a research center for artificial intelligence. The victim was leading Emma's development. Once the Phantom Thieves discovered how to penetrate the system, they murdered the poor man.
Now, do you understand? Our country is in the midst of a burgeoning crisis.
Huh. There's something in it for you, too. How'd you like to call yourself Senior Commissioner?
I'm sorry?
You'll be on top of the entire force. I'm sure you won't be found wanting.
The offer's on the table because we know you'd be right for the job.
I hate this kind of work politics.
Then I'll make it happen. If you two are giving the orders, then there's nothing more to question.
Ah, I knew you'd make the wise choice.
The rumors were true. You really do show discretion. Perhaps you could reach Commissioner General someday. And on your merit at that. I'm sure you do just fine.
I like how he says on your own merit, implying that's an unreasonable assumption.
Thank you for the vote of confidence. If that is all, please let me assure you, the task is in capable hands. In the end, we're nothing but obedient dogs, barking only at those we've been ordered.
And as if that wasn't enough, the Phantom Thieves' perils are about to get even worse.
Oh, yeah. This place is definitely...
So, from now, I'm just going to time this from this line forward and not say anything. Let this scene proceed on auto.
The water is indeed divine. We must absorb all the healing energy we can.
You know, I hope Gramps is alright.
Man is more dependable than he seems. I'm willing to take him at his word.
We may not be waiting long. Once he gets Konoe's keyword, we spring into action. So be ready at a moment's notice.
That's the spirit. I knew I could count on you.
Wow, it's so huge. Look how it's laid out.
Could this be a mixed bath? Maybe that's why it's so empty.
It switches every so often. After 8 o'clock, it's women only. The doors on the men's side should have automatically closed.
Then I guess it's all ours.
Sweet! I'm gonna boil myself like an egg!
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Why the hell are they here?
We must have entered right when the time allotment switched. No, it's too late. They're already here.
Calm down, boneheads! Our honor is at stake here. As noble thieves, as gentlemen. We need to vanish without a trace. Failing means certain death. Joker, let's begin the operation.
The water feels so good.
I could stay here forever. I think I'm gonna melt.
What was that just now?
Is somebody here? Were you peeping?
Explain yourselves this instant.
Yeah, you pervs.
Double! No, quadruple birds!
Wait, it ain't what you think. See, the bath time changed right after we got in.
Clearly this is all just a misunderstanding.
Believe us, Lady On! We were locked in at the very last moment!
Right?
No excuses!
Fist of justice!
Yep. We're in heaven, all right.
So, yeah, that scene exists. It's bad, I know. It's also 2 minutes 45 seconds. In a game that takes between 35 and 60 hours in total.
Well, that was a fine waste of time. Now what am I gonna tell him?
So basically Zenkichi's line here sums that up. It also has no impact on the plot whatsoever. I know that's not really much of an excuse, but I still feel like people blow that one scene out of proportion. The rest of Strikers is pretty much pure gold, and I'm not gonna let about 3 minutes of it distract me from that.
I know I had an appointment. What kind of jerk ducks out on the police?
We have some breaking news.
Huh?
Earlier, Akira Konoe, better known as the CEO of Medice, held an emergency press conference, during which he announced that Emma, his company's latest virtual assistant, will cease service for the time being.
What?
First, let me start by addressing our users and apologizing for any inconveniences that may affect you. Emma's servers were indeed hacked. That much has been confirmed. Even more regrettable is the fact that some of your personal data was leaked in the attack. For that, I'm deeply sorry. As a company, we understand how valuable your privacy is and have taken appropriate measures to remedy this breach. That's why our company is suspending all instances of Emma until further notice. As for who was behind this horrendous attack, it was the Phantom Thieves. The very same terrorists causing all sorts of mayhem as of late.
What?
In addition to their heinous crimes, they've even murdered one of our very own, all to steal his research. From there, they had everything they needed to break through Emma's defenses.
Murdered? That's bullshit!
It seems we're the latest victim in what appears to be a string of related incidents. There are several other cases in which these criminals stole information and used it to harass their victims. If the Phantom Thieves are listening, I have a word for you, cold-blooded killers. We will never succumb to your threats. Not me, not my company, not Emma. You claim to want justice, yet you steal precious data and leave our finest for dead. I can't wait to see the day you're punished.
And that sums up the press conference. The police have been notified regarding this case and are looking to arrest the Phantom Thieves as soon as possible.
Now you're done it, Phantom Thieves. You goofed up big.
They really went and bumped a guy off?
Damn it! You just had to go and ruin Emma too.
What the hell is going on?
Well, I mean, some of the public were quick to change their tune, as always.
Oh, shit. Damn it. Why is no one picking up?
And that hot spring scene may have also, so yeah, when I said it wasn't really relevant to the plot earlier, it actually might be. That hot spring scene might actually be the reason why this is the case, although, even if there weren't any animatros, we still wouldn't have our phones on us in the hot springs, so they still could have used this plot point without doing that.
Son of a...
And I'll see you next time to see how this all plays out.